Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's Friday, December 4th. This is our daily NBA show that we do with Mike Brenner sitting next to me. Mike Brenner, we got 6 games on the NBA card tonight. Interesting games, a short card, but interesting games. The first one, the Cavs are off a loss, right? Cavs are off a loss. That's always very dangerous. They're playing the Pelicans. Pels 4 straight ATS losses, but the line opened at 5. Now it's down to 4.5. You know what that says to me? Sharp action on the Pels.
Yes, absolutely.
It's always dangerous to bet against the Cavs off a loss. What do you think of about that game?
Well, I kind of see where the Sharps are going on this.
Yeah.
Tyreek Evans and Norris Cole are back from injuries, and that's had an immediate impact. Yes, they lost the last 2 games, but they're starting to gel. And the Cavaliers, I just think they're losing some gas. I don't know what's going on. So, I wouldn't be surprised if absolutely New Orleans steps up to the challenge. Anthony Davis ought to be on fire tonight, but staying away from it, but definitely interested as a fan.
Okay, then I have to ask you about the Houston Rockets. We talk about them every day because it's just so fun. It's just so funny how they don't play defense. Harden has the beard, and they keep losing ATS. So the last game they did finally get a legit cover, but it wasn't by much, and it was against the Pelicans. They barely got the cover. They've covered 2 out of the last 3. We know that one of those covers, though, was also, an overtime cover as a favorite. So not really like they're turning a big corner here. What's your take on Houston right now?
Well, Houston, I'm not going to fade them or even fade them for long term. I'm just going to stay away from them. I just don't know what's going on, and I don't think anybody really knows what's going on. They're going to have to make a mind up on the coach. Are we going to keep Bickerstaff, or are we going to bring some experience in? So I don't know. Sit back and watch it, and I like your breakdown, though, on it, Pete. I'll just enjoy that.
Okay, and then we got 3 other games I wanted to discuss. First, Phoenix, Washington. There's something wrong with Washington, right?
Yes.
There's something up there. They have some talent, but there's something up there. My sense was that Phoenix at -1 was a decent bet. Now they're up to -2. Phoenix at -2. What do you think about that? Might be a good bet.
It might be. But again, who's going to show up? What Washington team?
Right.
I mean, if I'm correct, the Lakers went in there and pretty much start to finish, took control of that game. So I don't know. Is it an injury issue? Nene is supposedly coming back. I'm not real sure. Is Wall and Beal maybe can't coexist? Who knows? Kick back again, enjoy that one, and try to figure it out like everybody else.
I mean, don't forget, they beat the Cavs on the road, the Wizards.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you know what? That's why they play the game, and that's why we bet
these Washington Wizards. All right, then the Brooklyn Nets, I do get.
Yes.
The Brooklyn Nets, I get. Under the radar, money maker in the NBA, undervalued, playing defense, which is always important. They ought to have James Harden and the Rockets sit down and watch some film of the Brooklyn Nets. They're a 3-point road underdog against the Knicks, although you can get 3.5 at Heritage, 2.5 at BetChris and Just Bet. So that indicates that 2 sharp books have a split lean on that game. So it's still up in the air. What do you think about Brooklyn at New York?
Yeah, I'm taking that. I jumped on with Just Bet. I took the Knicks minus the 2.5.
Really?
Yeah, Carmelo's he's healthy, and I just like this team this year. I mean, I don't like them to where, oh my God, they're great, but they're just competitive, so I like that. And of course, it's an in-state rival, and I just think they're going to show up. And again, this Porzingis is the real deal. I think he'll outman the Lopez, because this is the Lopez brother clash too. But as far as Brook Lopez from the Nets, I think Porzingis will outplay him. And I like the Knicks on the full game. I did a video early today, taking the Knicks on the game. Got it at minus 2.5.
Brooklyn's like 9-1 or 10-1 or 12-1 against the spread or something like that over their last 13,
I know, and I'm thinking that's got to give somewhere. So I'm hoping tonight, though.
There you go. Mike Brenner.
What's your play tonight?
You know what I might do?
Mike, wait a minute. You're the same one that just said we're not going to be pussy handicappers.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I might do?
You got to step up to the plate.
All right. You know what my pick tonight is?
What?
Brooklyn Nets plus 3.5.
Okay,
Brooklyn Nets plus 3.5. You can't get them at Heritage, so here we go.
And this is the first time we've ever had the same game going against.
Head to head.
I like it.
I wasn't going to do it until you went with the Knicks. Now I'm going with Brooklyn. There we go. Brooklyn plus 3.5. Mike Brenner is on a minus 2.5. You know, it's possible we could both cash.
We could.
Then we're going to have a huge party in our next video.
Will. Another one.
Yeah. And then the other game that I actually did bet and was looking at, Milwaukee and Detroit. I took Milwaukee at plus 6.5. I took the under at 194. 6.5 is still available. Now the line, though, the total is down to 192.5 or 193. Milwaukee playing defense, playing a little bit better, playing competitively. This reminds me of Milwaukee's game a few games ago. I can't remember who they were playing, but might have been Charlotte. I liked the under Milwaukee getting the same spread on that one, and then they both cashed.
Yeah, I don't know about the side on that one, but I like your under on that because of that. What happened the other night? They're playing more focused defense, so But as a side, I don't know. I don't know where they're going.
All right, I'm not going to give the total just because the line has moved. I will give Milwaukee plus 6.5 as an official pick.
Okay, so you got 2 picks today.
Yes.
Wow,
Brooklyn
I love
plus
it.
3.5, Milwaukee plus 6.5, and Mike Brenner fading the Brooklyn Nets. Huge ATS moneymaker over the past bunch of weeks, minus 2.5. Are we done?
We're done.
That's our show for Friday. Tune in again Monday. Thanks so much, guys.
Have a great weekend, Pete.